Hey, Coach Danny Padron here as we go into week 4 of the 2014 season. Bulldogs at 3-0, coming off a big road win at Louisiana College. And Coach, have you ever seen an ending to a game like that?
No, but you hang around long enough, you'll see everything. And I feel bad for Coach Dunn. He's a great coach, and I don't know if I would have done the same thing. I probably would have done the same thing he did. The quarterback was fixing to spike the ball on 4th down, and he was trying to get his attention. He knew no other way to do it, and so that's one of those tough deals.
What did you see when that play was occurring? What did you see? Take us through those last few plays. They're driving down the field and looking at a great possibility of scoring. Like 2012, they did it to us, scored the last play of regulation. We blocked the extra point. We win in overtime. Right. If they'd scored, you would have had to block the extra point again to stay alive.
Well, if you think about it, we drove down the field and we missed the field goal.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking the same thing, but of course they had about 3 or 4 minutes, I guess, this time. But they took it down the field, and we had that sack, and all of a sudden the sack turned into a 15-yard, or half the distance to the goal. Face mask penalty. I mean, I was so frustrated right then. I didn't know what was going on.
What did you see on that play?
Well, we had to.
Because that was a great defensive play, and then the face mask.
We blitzed them a weak safety in our corner came, and we had them, and I think maybe our corner knocked our weak safety off and inadvertently grabbed his face mask, and so instead of it being a play for us, and the clock winding down, and it was a big play for them, and how we sustained that, I don't know. I really don't know. I think providence. I think the Lord was looking out for us. But just going back down there, I really believed in our defense. I really believed we were going to stop them this time, and it just worked out that way. So it was kind of a neat deal. Maybe, I didn't see the quarterback signal. Our coaches did. They were saying 4th down is 4th down, and all of a sudden he's saying, hey, he's going to spike the ball, and that's when I saw Coach Dunn run out there. So it's one of those really kind of crazy things. So. We work with our quarterbacks. They have to get the signal from us in order to clock the ball, or what we call clock. And if we don't give it to them, they don't have that option to do that. So it's just one of those type of things. And of course, you get to have a second play called, and so it's something for us to work on as well. When we look at that, because we probably wouldn't have been prepared either.
Did when they threw the flag, did you know right away that the game was over?
Oh yeah, we were yelling. Throw the flag 10 seconds. Because that's what happens. A penalty against the offense, it runs off 10 seconds. Because in the old days, people used to get a penalty just to stop the clock.
Yeah, 5 yards there means nothing.
Nothing, because you get a shot at the play. And so I think this is the right rule.
Yeah. So that play kind of cast a shadow on the rest of what was a great ball game. You guys take a 14-0 lead. They battle back. And Marquise and your offense control the ball for most of the game. Defense comes up with big plays. You don't turn the ball over and get 3 turnovers. You've talked about complete team victories, and I'm sure that's what it was, as you always say. But what were some key things that you saw from that game that you're really impressed with your ball club?
I think, like you said, 99 plays for the offense and that kind of heat and stuff and tempo we were going at. Said a lot about our offense, and they're a big play offensive team. I mean, they really are. They've got a lot of skilled guys that put us in a bind, and I thought our defense made big play after big play along with their big plays, and the special teams kickoff returns concerned us. They made some big plays out of that, and the penalties hurt us, I think, and that's one of the things we talked to our guys about. We've got to be more disciplined. Most of the penalties were on special teams, and certain guys are continuing to do that, and so we've been talking to them about it. We'll probably have to remove them if they can't, make the plays the right way, and so we're concerned about all those things. So overall, it was a big victory. The heat and humidity was just really unbearable, but I thought our guys held up more so than theirs, and they were carting their guys off, and I think we had one affected by the heat. It was a receiver who runs all the time, and so. But we were really proud of our guys. I think, like I said, it was a complete team victory because it required all of us to get it done.
two of your smaller guys on the team, your quarterback and your running back, Marquise Parole, your running back, Trenton White, your quarterback, had outstanding games. And I'm always impressed with those guys, how well they take care of the football. Trent and Marquise handing the ball off, Trent's throwing a lot, and no turnovers for those guys.
Yeah, that says a lot about them. You know, that's a big deal for us. And, you know, we really emphasize, you know, turning the ball over on defense and securing the ball on offense. And we think that's a big deal, you know, the turnover margin. And right now we're at +7, which when you look at that kind of indicates what our record is. And so we think that's something that we emphasize, and we're getting it done. So that's a big key. And both Trenton and Marquise take care of the football.
Your defensive line played without two of its big guns, Ethan Powell and Dominic Stives, actually helping our offense out this past week. The job that those defensive line guys did without two leaders, two big players for them.
Well, I tell you, they kept the pressure on the quarterback. And, again, I think Brian Doolittle had another great game. He's just getting better and better and better, which is good. So getting Dom back and Ethan back really will help us, you know, defensively. But I thought Broderick, I thought J.O. came in there, and both those guys did a good job for us. And of course, it was important that our inside hold up against their team. And, you know, again, we made them more one-dimensional. They didn't run the ball very well. They threw it well. And that's what we have to make them do.
Your weak safety, Michael Wall, had some big plays for you. Recovered 2 fumbles, had a big 4th down stop where he came up and made a stop on a play. Talk about his progression as a player.
I tell you what, Michael's so smart. That's what makes him, you know, good. Both of our safeties are, you know, they're football smart as well as being just regular smart. Both of them are aggressive and you know, they are in the right place, and that's the big key about playing defense. You got to be in the right place, and if you're not, you're fixing to have a touchdown go against you. And so both those guys are really playing well back there.
Now you go on the road again. We stay on the road. We got 2 more weeks of the road until we get back here on October 11th for homecoming. But this week, Southwestern Assemblies of God up in Waxahachie. Played them there 2 years ago at Lumpkins Field. And tell me a little about what you know about the Lions.
Well, the Lions are like they always are. They're big and very athletic. They'll present several challenges. They got a freshman quarterback, good size, can run and throw, and they're going to be tough for us. I think a tough matchup for us. We've got to be able to play our ball game in order to win. Again, stop what they do well, you know, what they do the best, and that's running the football. And I think, you know, they will throw it as well, but I think we've got to be able to stop them running the football. And then for us, we've got to be able to run the football. They're going to line up to stop our run. Okay, they're going to make us throw it, and so, you know, we've got to take what they give us and then be good at it. I think we've got, you know, some ideas about attacking them.
All right. Well, the Bulldogs and the Lions kick off at 6 p.m. Saturday in Waxahachie, Texas. Coach Padron, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Tim.